If you want to watch the full video of me catching this barracuda, you can find it on the South Florida Fishing Channel. It's titled 3 Ways to Rig and Troll Ballyhoo. I had the underwater camera set up, which resulted in some epic footage, and you guys loved that video, so if you haven't watched it, go check it out. And now we're gonna clean and cook this fish. And I got a special recipe in mind that I have never done before. We have a great barracuda on the cutting table over there. Not to be mistaken with my black cat, Elliot. I'm not gonna be cleaning him. We're gonna be making smoked teriyaki barracuda. Let's get started. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna need you to get off the cutting table. And we have the brand new Sony camera. Hopefully we get some amazing footage out of this. So we're gonna take the fillets off of this fish, and that's what we're gonna be smoking. Elliot, you're ruining the shot. I'm gonna need you to get off the table, please. All right, buddy, it might be dangerous for you to be on this table, so I'm gonna have to ask you to get off. Go on, he doesn't wanna leave. Okay, there he goes. We're just cutting the fillet right off the rib cage. You want to keep it as close to the bones as possible so you don't waste any meat. Can already tell this is going to be great. Look at that beautiful slab of meat that we have. We'll put that to the side for now. The rib cages of the barracudas go along here. You can tell that's very tough bones, so you can't really get the meat off of here, but we're gonna save that for the chickens. They like to peck whatever meat is left off of these carcasses. I'll show you that later. We'll flip the fish and do exactly the same thing to the other side. The most important part is nicely outlining the fish. And if you have a good outline on your fish, it makes everything else extremely easy. Just like that. So now we've outlined it. Now we can run our knife and basically use the ribs to guide your knife. There we go, that's it. Give the fillet table a quick rinse. We do want a clean work area to skin the fish. All right, we have a Ziploc bag, nice and clean. Skinning barracuda is extremely simple because they have such a thick, hardy skin that it makes it very easy for the knife to run along it and separate the meat from the skin. Bam. Would you look at that? Oh, we have a little bit of skin left on the end there. I don't want to touch the fillet onto this clean table, so for now I'm just going to cut it in half. This piece can go in the bag, and this piece will lay back onto the fillet, so that way it's not touching the table. And we'll just do a manual labor here to remove this rest of the skin. And that's it, voila. You probably noticed that there was some bloodline, the red meat on the fillet, and you want to make sure you remove that red bloodline off of your fillets before we smoke this guy. But we'll do that in the kitchen. And I'm going to cut this fillet in half. Since it's so big to work with, it makes it a little more manageable when you just do 1/2 at a time. So in the kitchen, in just a moment, we will be removing this bloodline. Look at this magnificent bag of fish fillets. Great barracuda caught in the Florida Keys. Now it's time to make some smoked teriyaki barracuda. Let's feed this guy to the chickens. I see Elliot patiently waiting for his piece. And let's see what they think about this. Come on, y'all. A feast fit for the kings. Look at all my animals gathering. Go on. Elliot, you're the OG of the channel, so you get some fat, juicy pieces. Those are for you. And then you guys, the little troublemakers, or I should say you girls, the egg layers, I got some pieces for you. Here you go, Toast. Barracuda skin looks kind of like herring fillets when you roll them up. Say that looks pretty good. There's a feast. And for those of y'all wondering how Elliot and the chickens get along, they're actually very friendly with each other. They've never had any blood between them. The chickens among themselves, though, can get a little ferocious, especially when there's something delicious like a barracuda. But for the most part, they're pretty civilized. I mean, you know, when you put a flock of girls together, there's always bound to be some trouble between them. I think that's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, don't let her do that to you. Hey, Toast, you better stop being a bully. We're in the kitchen now, boys. Who's ready for their colonoscopy? Just kidding. These are all the ingredients we're going to use to make our marinade. But first we are going to cut our fish into smokable sized pieces. We're also going to remove the bloodline. Nobody wants the bloodline in their smoked fish. So, you know, Barracuda has a very, very thin bloodline. It's very easy to cut out. You don't even have to cut that deep to get rid of it. It's only on the very top outer layer of the fish. And of course, that is going to go to the chickens. They love the bloodline. It's very nutritious and delicious. Don't take my word, take the chicken's word. I think this right here is a perfect size for the smoked fish. This one looks good too. You want to make sure all your pieces are fairly evenly sized, or else you're going to have some pieces that are done in the smoker way before the other pieces. You can just pull this bloodline almost right out of the Barracuda. The joy of having chickens is nothing goes to waste. So even though we're cutting all this meat off of the Barracuda, it does not go to waste. The chickens will eat it and turn it into delicious eggs for us. What a sexy piece of meat. Look at that, boys. Whoo! We'll cut it in half. A delicious bowl of chopped up Barracuda for the chickens. We'll put that to the side. And our Barracuda slices are cut up. And now we're gonna bag it and tag it. So put it back in the bag, because now it's marinating time. This recipe is unlike one I have ever made before. First step, squeeze half a lemon in there. Add some black peppercorn. Add some salt. A drizzle of olive oil. And mix that all up in there. Yeah, slap that back. Soy sauce. Pour it on in there. Probably want to do about maybe like a half a cup, but I'm a big fan of eyeballing. I think that was good. You know what? It's almost empty. Might as well finish it. Brown sugar. In this jar we have dark brown sugar and light brown sugar, but you don't need too much of that. Just a little bit. A dash of rice vinegar. A spoonful of minced garlic. A splash of sesame oil. And we want to squeeze some pineapple in there. And I'm going to use the lemon squeezer to squeeze the pineapple. Let's see how that works. Never tried this, but oh, it works. That actually works very well. That smells so good. Pineapple is so juicy. This right here is some ginger, fresh ginger, and I'll just grate some right into the bag, just to add a nice aroma and hint of ginger. There's one last ingredient, and this is for y'all that want to be a little spicy. This is the Momofuku extra spicy chili crunch. Give it a little mix. A nice spoonful should do the trick. Okay, we're a little wild. Let's do another little spoonful. Woo! This is gonna be great. Close that up. And swish it around like you've never swished before. Oh! This is now going to marinate for, they say 2 to 4 hours. We're gonna do it for 4 hours. And every hour I'll probably come by and just give it a little extra swishy dishy. Just make sure that the marinade is really fully getting all over this fish. And I'll see y'all in 4 hours. While the Barracuda marinates, let's get the smoker ready. We're gonna be using these apple pellets. This is actually an apple and oak blend. When it comes to smoking fish, I like to use an apple or a cherry wood. You want a nice light smoke so it doesn't overpower the fish. And oak, this does have oak in it, and oak is like a medium light. Preferably I would like to go with just straight apple, but this is all they had at the store, so that's what we're gonna use today. Ugh. And of course, our smoker is this beautiful Traeger. And it looks like it might be raining in a second. Isn't that just peachy? Give it a quick scrub. The way that a pellet smoker like this Traeger works is you fill it up with pellets, these wood pellets. Look at these bad boys. It's basically compressed wood into a pellet form, that's all it is. And now we'll turn the Traeger on. Okay, there we go. So now what it's gonna do, there's an auger in there that rotates the pellets, and there's a little thing down there that heats up, and then the wood starts to smoke. And that's how the smoker works. There's the smoke setting, 180, 225, 275. So depending on the temperature, you would turn it up. If you're cooking steak and chicken, I usually put it on the highest setting. But we're just gonna keep it right on the smoke setting. That is plenty. And while the Traeger heats up, let's get the fish ready. Our Barracuda that has now been marinating for about 4 hours, we're gonna wanna pat it dry. Oh, it smells like heaven. It actually smells extremely well. I'm a happy boy. Look at that. It actually smells so good that part of me doesn't even want to rub the marinade off of these fish pieces. Well, we'll just give them a light patting. I can see some smoke has started. Oh yeah. And we will add our fish now. And you might be wondering to yourself, where is the teriyaki? Well, all I gotta say is hold on to your horses, because you're about to find out. Now, I like to put the thinner, smaller pieces in the center on a Traeger, because the outer edges of a Traeger is where it gets the hottest. That is maybe almost too big, but it's all good. Put him right on the outer edge there. He'll definitely be cooking the quickest there. I wish I could share the smells with y'all, but it kind of smells like the freshest poke bowl you've ever smelled. Like really crisp and fresh and very like Asian sensations of that ginger and the soy sauce, and the chili is just an explosion. While they're smoking, there's a very important step. Let's run back to the kitchen real quick. We have to glaze our fish with some teriyaki. We want it real thick and glossy. And the best way to achieve that is by mixing teriyaki sauce. Now let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. And honey. This honey right here, I got out of the backyard. If you don't already know, I got a bunch of honeybees, and they make some of the best honey. They get all the pollen from the mangroves around here. So it's basically Florida Keys mangrove honey. And it is so freaking delicious. It actually kind of looks like teriyaki sauce. And the viscosity is perfect. Blend that together. A little fingerful for me as a treat. And that is why we keep bees. If you've ever thought about keeping some bees, I can highly recommend it. But let's mix this together and we're gonna make a nice, thick and creamy glaze. Oh, this is perfect. You'll notice I have some sesame seeds. These are toasted or roasted sesame seeds. Once the fish is done and it's sticky, we're gonna drop some sesame seeds over the fish to give it a nice little texture, make it look good, and add a little crunch to our smoked fish. It's glazing time. Not only is this going to add a nice sweet teriyaki flavor to the fish, but it's also going to give it a beautiful glow, make it look vibrant, this golden brown color. And you know, I believe strongly that food shouldn't just taste good, but it should also look good. This glaze will also help prevent your fish from drying out. Barracuda is a pretty firm fish, and it can dry out if you smoke it for too long. So you gotta be a little careful with it, but I would say that looks perfect. It's smoking nicely. We'll close that up. I'll probably come out here again in an hour, give it one more glazing, and then they'll be ready. It just started raining, but there's not much I can do about it. Just gonna leave the Traeger there. You don't wanna put a smoker under the roof because then the smoke will come and put a big smoke spot on your ceiling, so you don't want that. Look how beautiful the view is out here. And check out the zoom of my new camera. Pretty solid. They say you get what you pay for. This camera was not cheap, so please hit the like button so I can continue making videos like this and upgrading my gear. What do we got down there? We got a couple chickens? Hey! Hello, ladies. I got a question for y'all in the comments. This is my lime tree, and my limes are essentially exploding. Does this mean that they are overripe? Like I should have picked them a long time ago? Why do they pop open like this? That's a lime tree, and then over here I have a lemon tree. Is that ripe? The last thing I want is for this thing to pop open like the limes. And look at this funny little plant that started growing out of my lemon tree. I believe this is some kind of green peppers. I mean, it's just fully loaded with these green peppers. Look at them all. Delicious. Sometimes I throw my kitchen compost into the soil as fertilizer for the plants, and I must have thrown a seed in there because whatever I threw in there grew up and is now making peppers. Well, it's raining now, but it's been an hour and a half. Let's see if the fish is done. I'm gonna try not to get the camera wet, so I'm gonna put my hat on the camera. Yeah. All right. It looks good, but I think it could use another half an hour. Rain, rain, go away. Oh, my plate's wet. Ooh, the fish looks so good. Let's top them off with a little bit of sesame seeds for aesthetic pleasures. Let's break one of these bad boys open and see what we're dealing with. It looks juicy. I mean, that's exactly how smoked fish is supposed to look. Wow, Barracuda's got an interesting texture. Let's give it a try. This is my first time ever trying smoked Barracuda. I usually smoke it much longer and it's much more dry. So this is very juicy. It's still kind of wet. So let's see how it tastes. 100% tastes like teriyaki. Okay, it's way better than I thought it was going to be. I was a little nervous for a second there. It's super juicy. It tastes like, I don't even know how to describe that. It tastes like,
This camera's heavy.
the camera's heavy. Are your hands starting to shake? You want me to hurry up and
You're just licking your finger.
I'm just like, I could see your hands starting to shake. I don't know how to describe this. I would say that it's like, you know what? Y'all just gonna have to make this recipe yourselves and find out. It's got a little spice to it, a little Asian sensation. I think in the future, I want to try this same recipe and try it with like 2 or 3 different fish, see how they compare. I have no idea what to even compare this to. It's like its own flavor that I've never experienced before. Yeah, it's pretty good. Bingo bango, and there you have it. Smoked Barracuda. I'm still debating what to name this video. Smoked Teriyaki Barracuda or Barracuda Teriyaki Smoked. Or
No, not that.
not that?
No.
Teriyaki, smoked teriyaki barracuda. Y'all watching right now, you can look up and see the title of the video. Y'all know what we picked, but that was it. Thanks for watching this video to the end, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers. Big shout out to this video's sponsors, Boat Daddy. Find people with boats, events around you, and cool spots on the water. Download now in the Apple and Google Play Store. TampaClothing.com, full print custom jerseys, cut, printed, and sewn right here in Florida. You can't beat their quality and prices. PC Fun premium fishing gear at a low cost. Get 20% off on their website using my code SFFC20. If you want to support the South Florida Fishing Channel, contact me at Heiko at southfloridafishingchannel.com. Shout out to all our fishing club members. As a club member, you can win prizes on our live stream every week, and you get access to our live chat where you can talk to other members and myself. Thank you all so much for watching this video to the end. Till next time, cheers.